What's good, family? Don't know, it's your boy Jeds. I'm back with another Trill talk. Inner standing, inner space. Hashtag food for thought. Hashtag dirty woke. You don't know. Still repping with the retro streets is watching tea. Did some back and that. Looking dolo. Looking bolo, if you don't mind. But yeah, anyway. Today's Trill talk. I know it's a bit echoey, so I'm gonna try and hold it down, right? Today's Trill talk. You know they say, pressure builds diamonds. And when they say pressure builds diamonds, what they mean is the force of the things that you are facing creates like a champion or a winner out of you, or something valuable out of you, more valuable than you were before. That's what it's supposed to signify. But one thing I want to say to you is, when they say pressure builds diamonds, they ain't talking about the pressure you put yourself under. And I think a lot of us put ourselves under too much pressure. Society is putting too much pressure on the man them, on black people, on humans in general. There's too much pressure. Too much pressure on women, too much pressure to look good, to be good, too much pressure to smile all the time, too much pressure for men not to cry, too much pressure for men to be strong and men to have all the answers, men to be the providers, too much pressure on women to be a slut and a mum, and there's loads of pressure. And most of this pressure is pressure we put on ourselves from the way we think, from the way that we expect. Desire brings suffering. This is my favorite quote. Desire brings suffering. We got to learn to simplify our expectations sometimes. It's all good wanting the best for yourself. It's all good pushing yourself to the limit. I'm a great believer in that. It's all good being your harshest critic, but also be kind to yourself, yeah? Take time with yourself, speak nice things to yourself, encourage yourself. Same way you would do to your child or a dog or a family member or your missus or your husband, do it to you. Say kind words to yourself. When you fail at something or when you don't achieve what you expected, be kind, be generous, yeah? Find the good words to inspire yourself to try again. Don't just beat yourself down. Negative self-talk is a killer amongst people. It frazzles your nervous system, it frazzles your mind, do you know what I mean? And it puts you in a really low place when it comes to your esteem. And that's not a healthy thing. When it's time to push yourself, push yourself. But also know when it's time to ease yourself up. Also know when it's time to give yourself a break. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? To be forgiving, to be loving. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, pressure builds diamonds, but self-pressure can fracture. Yeah, can crack even the hardest diamond. So don't put yourself under too much internal pressure, because the world is already doing that. Yeah, you're supposed to be reacting to the stimulus of the environments you're in, and don't become another factor. Don't become something else that you need to survive, something else you need to get over. Yeah, something else you need to bounce back from. Don't let that be the thoughts or the words or the voice in your head. Don't let the voice in your head put you down. Yeah? So yeah, pressure can be a beautiful thing. Yeah, it can inspire and stimulate growth. But also, when the pressure comes from within and it comes from unrealistic expectations or unfair expectations, unbalanced expectations, that's when you end up broken. Remember, catch me October the 1st, Speakonomics Live, West London. We've got a banging lineup. Make sure you grab your tickets from Eventbrite. Big up everyone that's gonna be there. And yeah, man, have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. Sklaku!